peeps? It's the turtle smashing, dragon punching, titan smashing, zombie blasting, race car drifting, multiplayer butt whipping, the collector of coins, rings, looms, rupees, and tanukis. I got food for self, emeralds for wealth, and med packs for health. I got the double jumps, turbo boosts, time freezes, and invincibility. Leveled up all of my abilities. I run Vice City and made the Mushroom Kingdom better. And I am the first human Spectre. This is Mastermind, and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about Hey, what's going on, peeps? I just wanted to do a quick video to talk about the statement that Capcom released for the future of Street Fighter V, the beta, and the official statement that they released. Before I read that to you, I just want to go ahead and just, I did two videos. One video was about whether I thought the Street Fighter V beta and pre-order thing was a scam. And the second video, I was kind of making light, being a little lighthearted and funny about how I felt about what was going on with Capcom and just my overall experience with dealing with their beta. So check that out. I'm going to put those two links on the description below. So please definitely check it out, share, and like and comment. As far as my quick thoughts on this before I read this, I just want to say that my feeling is, regardless of whether they rushed it out the door or they really didn't care, it seemed a little convenient that the big streamers like Maximilian, and it was Gutex or something who was able to play it, it just seemed like pretty convenient for a lot of us on the outside that these big major streamers, I mean, Max was streaming that thing all day. I mean, I was checking on and off, and I'm talking like 7-8 hours, I think, even longer, he was streaming Street Fighter, and for the most part, he was able to get access. I don't know if it's a regional thing, but it just, again, along with a lot of things that Capcom has done lately, between the port on Street Fighter 4 to the PS4 and just the DLC thing on Street Fighter X Tekken and now this, and it's just, it doesn't feel right as a fan of Capcom. So it's unfortunate. But let's go ahead and let me read you the official statement that Capcom made today. Capcom offers its sincerest apologies to everyone who participated in this first beta test. While the purpose of a beta is to work out these type of issues, it was very clear that the issues we faced were more severe than what we were prepared for. After 3 days of testing, while we were making progress and collecting valuable data, we felt the majority of players were not having a good experience, and the best course of action would be to take the servers offline for extended maintenance. We will be postponing our first beta phase until we believe the experience is going to be a positive one for players. To be clear, the first beta test attempt will not count towards our previously announced beta test allotments. There will be at least 3 full beta tests prior to the game's launch. So for those in the Americas that feel disappointed that they were not able to experience their pre-order incentive, there will be plenty of opportunities prior to launch to experience the game. Additionally, we are working on a worthwhile in-game incentive for the players that participated in the first beta. While we can't confirm specifics just yet, we will have more details on this in the coming weeks. To all of the European and Asian players that felt like they were missing out on the beta since we limited it to North America on Friday and Saturday, we apologize for the inconvenience. Due to the state of the server issues, we had to limit the numbers to a smaller pool in order to identify issues and potential solutions. Either way, we will still be providing these players with an incentive as well, as all territories were inconvenienced. To all of the players that participated and supported us through this initial phase, we cannot thank you enough. We understand how frustrating it is to be so close to playing the game you are excited for, and to not have it working. The whole team here is very disappointed that we were unable to deliver a proper beta experience this time. Thank you so much for your continued support, and we promise that we will have a better experience for you with the future betas. We will be sharing more details when available, but for now we appreciate your patience as we work on solutions to offer the experience that we had intended. So, there you have it. What do you think of Capcom's statement? Do you think that it's a bunch of BS? Are you dissatisfied? Are you glad that they're going to offer us some kind of incentive? What are your thoughts? I know initially how I feel right now at this moment. Things may change, but I'm okay with it because what's done is done. It's not working, and there's nothing that we can do about it. But I just want to make one point. A lot of the comments and stuff that I was reading where people were defending Capcom and saying that, well, you know, you got to understand. They were telling this to other people. I wasn't chiming in on any of this, but I was reading a lot of the comments, and there are people saying, oh, you need to understand what a beta is, and that's the whole point of a beta, and, you know, you people need to stop being so butthurt, and all of this stuff that people are saying, and that's the problem with, I think, what happens with a lot of gamers and the fanboyism. I love Capcom. I love Nintendo. I love Sega. I love Microsoft. I love Sony. I have all three consoles. When a gamer becomes such of a fanboy that they are unable to give the company that they're supporting or the console that they're supporting any sort of criticism just because they have this strange alliance with them, hurts the entire gaming community. If you are consistently buying sequels that suck, or if you're consistently buying, you know, these little microtransactions to progress in a game, if we continue to support these things, companies will continue to do them, especially if they're making a ton of money. So just kind of think about that when you're defending your company. I have all three consoles. So for me, it's easy for me to criticize Microsoft, Sony, or Nintendo because I want the best out of them. But when you become such of a fanboy that you're unable to do that, that becomes a problem for everyone. So I've heard other people say too, well, you shouldn't pre-order anything. I personally disagree with that. I have no problems with pre-orders. I normally pre-order games that I'm really looking forward to. My problem with the pre-order system is the incentives to pre-order. If you're going to give us an incentive to pre-order, live up to that. Live up to it. I have issues with the console exclusivity kind of pre-order stuff, and that's kind of silly, but I do think if they're going to say, hey, you know what? If you pre-order our game, you're going to get this extra skin or you get this extra whatever. I'm cool with that, fine. A little extra incentive doesn't hurt anybody. But live up to what you say you're going to do. If you have fans, hardcore fans that are going to pre-order your shit, live up to it. That's all you got to do is just live up to it. Now, I know a beta is to test the servers. The problem is that there were really no servers available for us to test. I'd understand if I got into the game, I had a match or 2, 3 matches, and I get kicked off, and then I go back and do it again. I understand that, because that's what's going to happen. I've experienced many betas before, and that comes with the territory. But it was intentional that they designed the beta so that way you had to be online and be part of the server program in order to even practice. So if they're going to design it like that, they're going to have at least the confidence of knowing that it's going to be somewhat consistent. But anyway, those are my thoughts. What do you think? Please leave a comment, share, and definitely give a thumbs up and subscribe. I do appreciate your support. Mastermind out. Thank you once again for watching. If you enjoyed this video and other videos, please don't forget to click subscribe on the screen and tune in for more videos. Thanks again for watching. Mastermind out.